Could Nebraska football be 2025's breakout surprise? Matt Rhule's Year 3 leap. Could Matt Rhule's Nebraska Cornhuskers be the breakout story of 2025, just like Indiana was in 2024? This intriguing comparison has been making waves, especially after a recent analysis from Barstool Sports that caught the attention of many Huskers supporters. With the new college football season just around the corner, only about a month left until Nebraska's opening game, predictions and expectations are flooding in from every media outlet imaginable. But here's where it gets controversial. One analyst boldly suggests that Nebraska might replicate Indiana's shock playoff run from last year, raising eyebrows and stirring debate. Brandon Walker, an analyst for Barstool Sports, recently sparked this conversation during his podcast by asking a thought-provoking question. Who in 2025 could be the next Indiana Hoosiers of 2024? For context, the Indiana Hoosiers were the surprise team last season, defying expectations by defeating several top programs and securing a spot in the college football playoff during the very first year that the playoff expanded to 12 teams. It was a Cinderella story that many didn't see coming. Walker then compared Nebraska's upcoming season to Indiana's unexpected success, suggesting that while Indiana's team was strong, their playoff journey was also helped by facing a relatively weaker schedule. This led him to speculate that Nebraska could play a similar role this year, looking better than expected, but perhaps buoyed by the opponents they face. His exact words were, "Who will be the team that's genuinely good, actually really good, but whose schedule makes them appear even more impressive than they truly are? I think Nebraska might be that team." He pointed out key factors that make this a plausible prediction. Nebraska is returning a highly touted five-star quarterback who gained invaluable experience thrown into intense game situations last season. Moreover, Matt Rhule is stepping into his third year as head coach, a milestone where coaches often begin to see significant progress in their programs. While Walker acknowledged that the defense might still need some rebuilding or fine-tuning, he highlighted the Cornhuskers' schedule as a major advantage, noting that Nebraska could be favored to win in 10 or possibly 11 games. Breaking down Nebraska's schedule game by game, Walker reinforced his point. A 10-2 record isn't just a dream, but a very real possibility. "This schedule is very manageable for a team expected to improve," he said. "If you're searching for the next Indiana-type team to emerge in the Big Ten this year, look no further than Nebraska." And here's the part most people miss. While enthusiasm is high, such predictions can ignite debate about whether a team's success is due to genuine quality or the luck of scheduling. Is Nebraska truly ready to ascend to this level of performance? Or could their impressive record be somewhat inflated by a manageable lineup of opponents? What do you think? Are the Huskers the next Indiana? Or is this a case of wishful thinking? Share your perspective and join the conversation. Nebraska football's shocking 2025 playoff odds revealed. Big Ten contender? Imagine this. Nebraska is currently tied for the 6th best odds to qualify for the College Football Playoff, CFP, among teams in the Big Ten. This isn't just a casual fan's opinion or a whimsical take from a friend. It's a fact backed by data from Circa Sports, a well-known sportsbook based in Las Vegas. According to their latest figures, Nebraska's odds stand at plus 575, placing them on equal footing with Illinois and ahead of other notable teams like Indiana plus 600, Iowa plus 650, and Washington plus 750. Here's a quick look at the odds for Big Ten teams to make the college football playoff, as reported by @Circa Sports. Ohio State, minus 400. Penn State, minus 310. Oregon, minus 300. Michigan, plus 225. USC, plus 480. Illinois, plus 575. Nebraska, plus 575, Indiana, plus 600, Iowa, plus 650, Washington, plus 750, Minnesota, plus 1,800. It's no surprise that Ohio State, Penn State, and Oregon are leading the pack with their strong odds. However, let's take a moment to reflect on Nebraska's performance last season. If they had finished 6th in conference play, they would have ended up with a 6-3 record in the Big Ten, marking their first winning record in conference play since 2016, when they also went 6-3. Now let's entertain a hypothetical scenario. Had Nebraska won 3 non-conference games last year, we might have been discussing a 9-3 Nebraska team that was on the brink of the college football playoff, similar to how Illinois was viewed last fall. But since we don't live in a world of hypotheticals, we'll leave it at that. The key takeaway is that Nebraska's prospects are looking brighter as we approach the 2025 season. With a projected win total of 7.5, it's likely that the Huskers will need to secure at least 9 victories to even be in the playoff conversation. This situation reflects a growing sense of national confidence in Matt Rhule's program as we head into 2025. While it's true that odds makers can miss the mark from time to time, predictions from a reputable, data-driven sportsbook like Circa Sports tend to carry more credibility than casual opinions from neighbors. So take this information as you will, but it certainly seems to indicate a rising belief in Nebraska's potential to make significant strides this fall. Keep in mind that game odds are updated regularly and can change frequently. If you or someone you know is struggling with gambling issues, please reach out for help by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. To stay informed about all things related to the Huskers, consider bookmarking Nebraska Cornhuskers on SI, subscribing to HuskerMax on YouTube, and visiting HuskerMax.com daily for the latest updates. Phil Steele's 2025 forecast. Can Nebraska Cornhuskers offense shine? Get ready for a thrilling season of Nebraska Cornhuskers football because the buzz is real, and for good reason. After showing serious promise last year under head coach Matt Rhule's leadership, Nebraska is poised to make waves in 2025. But here's where it gets exciting. College football guru Phil Steele has weighed in with his predictions, and he's not holding back. Let's dive into what he sees for the Cornhuskers this fall, starting with an offense that could light up the scoreboard. Steele wasn't shy about his optimism last season, especially with true freshman quarterback Dylan Raiola at the helm. He predicted Nebraska would become a legitimate passing threat and stay healthier, which would translate to a significant jump in points and yards per game. His computer model projected 26.8 points and 370 yards per game. And the Cornhuskers nearly hit the mark with 23.5 points and 359 yards. Not bad for a freshman-led squad, but this is the part most people miss. Raiola isn't a freshman anymore. With a year of experience under his belt and offensive coordinator Dana Holgorsen calling the shots for the last 4 games of 2024, Steele boldly predicts this could be Nebraska's most productive offense since 2018. Raiola's stats last season: 67.1% completion rate, 2,819 yards, and 13 touchdowns, are impressive. But he'll need to cut down on his 11 interceptions if the Cornhuskers want to reach their full potential. Luckily, he'll have a stronger supporting cast, including standout transfer wide receivers Dane Key and Nyzia Hunter, to help him get there. Now, let's talk defense, because this is where opinions start to clash. Last year, Nebraska's defense was a force, ranking 5th nationally in line play and allowing just 318 yards and 19.5 points per game. But here's the controversial part. They've lost key players, including their star defensive tackles, 5 other starters, and defensive coordinator Tony White, who left for Florida State. Rhule has promoted John Butler to DC, but can he maintain the same level of dominance? Steele thinks so, but it's a question that's dividing fans. And this is the part most people miss. Nebraska's front 7 will be under the microscope this season. With only 4 returning defensive starters, all from the secondary, if the new-look defense can step up, the Cornhuskers could be unstoppable. But if they falter, even the most explosive offense might not be enough. Here's a thought-provoking question for you. Can Matt Rhule replicate his third-year magic at Nebraska? At Baylor, his third season ended with an 11-3 record, and at Temple, it was 10-4. It's been 13 years since the Huskers had a double-digit win season, but Steele believes this is Rhule's best team yet. Are they capable of breaking that drought? The season kicks off on August 28th against Cincinnati, live on ESPN, and we'll start getting answers then. So, what do you think? Is Nebraska's offense ready to explode, or will their defense be their Achilles heel? Let us know in the comments. This is one debate you won't want to miss.